It's a different one. I think it's a first for me in a lot of different categories. Oh, hi, Australia. Good to see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the compliments. Love from Scotland. Hi. Yeah, we definitely want to tour. Definitely want to do some shows. Yeah, thanks for coming to the Bakersfield show. That show was a blast. That was really fun. Looking for questions.
For a friend.
Asking for a friend. Oh, wow. Friend completely explains what you're going through. I'm so sorry. That's tough. I didn't mean to do that. Maybe I did. I don't know. If it's a good thing, great. If not, then I'm sorry. Let's see. Tour UK? Yeah, we'll definitely tour soon. One or two feels like an understatement. I love that. What are you most proud of in this song? Okay, well, it is a piano ballad, which I've done a few times, but this one we really wanted to approach the production and the producing of it in a way that would serve the lyric. The lyric is telling a story, you know. You're sort of following these characters in and out of their story, and we want it to feel very cinematic. But you can also kind of go overboard with that, which I did, and then we kind of pulled it back. I was talking about it earlier this morning, but every song on this album has had like 4 different versions of itself. There's sort of the first version of the song, which is just like what happens the day that we were recording it, the day that we were writing it. Then there's a version that happens when I just take it back and I start over, just to see like what other versions can happen. And then we start gluing all those pieces together and finding the core of each song. It's been a really fun process. It's a long process, but it's worth it. It's worth it for every single song. And you tend to find the personality of each song when you do that. You just allow each version of the song to sort of live for a couple of months. You go back to it, step away from it, you know. What was the location of the video? It's a place called Lake Isabella, just northeast of LA. And it had a combination of, it was the lake, the actual Lake Isabella, and then you just go up this road and you climb like 3,000 feet in elevation and you're in the mountains. And it was a perfect sort of like, it felt like the roller coaster that the song takes you on, you know? Again, just sort of following these characters from the good to the bad, you know, to the sort of like, you know, the valley, you know?
Love your music and I want you to come to Tampa.
Oh, well, that's convenient. We're in Lakeland tomorrow, so short drive, hop, skip, and a jump, as they say. This is great. Is this a song that has been sitting on a shelf for a while, or did you recently write this one? I don't remember when I wrote this one. It hasn't been that long, though. This is a relatively recent song. This was, definitely...
A couple years.
Yeah, maybe a couple years. Relatively recent, though. Definitely, something written for Red Sky. When you say we, who's the other part of the we? Are you talking about the production, writing, or the team? Because there's a lot of people working on this. The video crew making the video was incredible. We found this awesome director that directed a video for Maddie Zom that we all loved, and so we kind of cold called him and just said, would you want to come direct a video for us? And he was really fun to work with and gets the emotion of the song. Production team, me and Dan Gleiser, he's one of the writers on the song, just took all these pieces, got this amazing string arrangement from a group in Nashville and glued it together with a bunch of vocals we put together. Trey Campbell and Finnessy are singing background vocals on this and doing really cool like harmonies and stuff, which was like just majestic. And the piano is actually just a one take through. The day that I wrote it with Rolo and Dan, just sat at the piano, played it through one time, and you can hear birds chirping at the end. That's why they're there, is because we never went back and re-recorded the piano. I kept the piano from my living room. It's a little out of tune, and you can hear birds chirping, but I felt like it put you in the conversation, It felt very present. So, yeah. Where did I get? Well, all the 3 singles so far are streaming. You can go find them anywhere you listen to music. What guitars do you mostly use in the studio? On this one, I don't think there are any guitars, surprisingly, which does not seem like something I would do, but I don't think there are any guitars on this one. And all of the sounds on it, all of the different elements are all piano-based. All the percussion elements, fun fact for all my music nerds, most, if not, I'm pretty sure all of the percussion elements are actually sounds made from, like, knocking on a piano or, like, hitting the soundboard in a certain place, or, like, they're all piano sounds. Because I wanted this to be a piano ballad, so we made it out of, piano sounds. Felt appropriate. Oh, that's an interesting question. When you're writing, are you automatically thinking about how they would translate live? I don't know that that's where we go when we make music, when we're, like, writing or producing. Because sometimes, like, the way that we're listening to music these days is mostly Apple AirPods or some version of, like, earphones. And so we think about that and the fact that if we can create scenery, if we can put you in a place, then that's kind of the dream for a song. You want to create a scene. You want to build, like, a movie scene. And then when we make it for the live show, we think very differently, because we have to think from an audience perspective. If we're, as far away from the stage as we are right now, like, how is it going to translate? How's it going to work? So, yeah, I think each version of the song deserves its own understanding, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Let's see, what else? I cannot hear the birds chirping at the end, as everyone was saying. It's very quiet. You have to have the song really, really loud. There is also some extra sort of, like, rainy vibes in there, too. I think it was, like, one of the only days it's rained in California during the process of making this record. Yay, can't wait to see you tomorrow at the show. That'll be so fun. Thank you for watching the video. I appreciate that. Gonna play most of the new stuff for tomorrow or classics. Great question. One of my favorite shows that I've seen is actually a show that I didn't get to see in person, but it was a 1975 show. And I loved the way that they blended old and new. So we've actually rearranged the set list from the last show. We shuffled it, essentially. And we've got a new set list for this weekend. Because as of right now, it's our last show, like, full band show this year. So I like to do a mix. I like to do a mix because, the obvious. I don't want to, people who have not heard any of the new music, I want to make sure we play stuff that they've heard before. But at the same time, I'm really proud of a lot of this new music, whether it's from Red Sky or from the last album, Wild Blues. So I think we do a nice mix. I'm pretty proud of, like, the combination that we've got going on this year. And yeah, it is a great week for music, but I'm like kind of really happy that I released this week, because it's, like, right in the middle of the 1975 record and the Taylor Swift record, and it seems like a good time, Am I going to play it live tomorrow? Yes, we absolutely are. I got caught on my amp show this week. Somebody asked if I was going to play the song this weekend, and I hadn't thought about it yet. So here we are. What made you decide to do Friend in the Woods? So the video for Friend is filmed in, like, a wooded area. Reason being, the whole album is about adventure, and each song kind of has its own location. And every time Friend comes up, it just feels like it's very isolated. It's a very lonely feeling. So we wanted to find a place that felt like that lonely, that whole thing. Oh, your hometown? No way. Well, you got a cool hometown, by the way. Thanks for sharing it. Yeah, so it was fun to film in such a different location. I don't think we've ever filmed anything in location like that, So yeah. Which of the newest songs is your favorite to play live? Great question. I've been loving Missing You. It's got such a lit energy. I remember the first time we played it right after it came out. I wasn't really, new music. I don't expect everybody to have heard it, within the week between when we release it and play a show. And Missing You kind of happened like One Good Reason. Got on stage, started the first couple notes, and it felt like everyone in the audience knew. Even if they didn't, it felt like they did. So Missing You is just fun. It's just a fun song to play and perform. Did you arrange the strings yourself? No, I did not. Nicole Neely, I think. Nicole. I know her name's Nicole. I've worked with her on the first name basis mostly, but no, Nicole did a beautiful arrangement that, to be honest, we kind of gave some notes, said this is what we want from the song. It's a lonely song. You need to feel the loneliness. And a couple, I can't remember the other notes, but yeah, just gave them the notes and let them kind of do their thing. I really love collaborating with people and just saying, hey, I would love for it to feel like this, and just saying, go. Because all too often, because I enjoy playing everything on all these songs and I work on production so much, sometimes it's too easy to give somebody too much sort of instruction, and it's more fun to just, give them an emotion and let them, do what they do best, and just let them shine. So, can you talk about what you're going to be doing Sunday? I have no idea what I'm going to be doing Sunday. Sunday's an acoustic show. We've never played this place before, and I haven't played an acoustic show in a while, so it's just kind of like, yeah, let's do it. So I'm open to requests. If you're coming to the show on Sunday, text me. Let me know what you want to hear, because we still haven't made a set list. So, which is kind of the fun of an acoustic show, in my opinion. So, let's see, what else do we have?
Symbolism of mirrors in all the videos.
Oh, there have been a few people asking about all the mirrors in the video, and all I can say is that you'll probably see more mirrors in videos moving forward. There is an element of reflection. I just kind of, a lot of Red Sky is observation in the world around you, and then self-reflection and how you connect with it, and how you relate to it, and and just kind of how you feel, and the through lines of just being human. And so mirrors show up a lot as a way to signal this is a moment of self-reflection. I'll tell you more about that later, but I'm glad everybody's picking up on it. That makes me really happy. Tomorrow will be my first time ever seeing you live. I hope I make you proud. Hey, you're in Tampa. You had no idea we had a show in Lakeland. So glad you caught this live. Me too. I'm really glad we caught you. Thank you so much for the compliments on the lyrics. Finally got to catch the music video premiere. Thank you so much. Did not disappoint. That makes me so happy. Are we creating a new song per month till the end of the year? I wouldn't necessarily say that's the math. But, more new songs more often has been kind of the goal for this year. So, yeah. Where are you on Sunday? We're going to be in Miami on Sunday, I think, right? Miami?
Hollywood, Florida.
Hollywood, Florida. Forgive me. You're thrifting while listening to this live. That is multitasking, my friend. Way to go. I won't be there, but play a thing about you. Can't make a request if you're not going to be at the show. It's not how that works. You don't get to live vicariously through YouTube. Can we get a CD of Red Sky? I really do want a physical version of Red Sky. Anytime you work this hard on a project for so long, and for this project, there's a lot of intentionality on the track listing and the storytelling of it. So, so there's going to be, there's probably going to be a physical version of it, I would imagine. I really want one. I think every artist that works this long on something wants, ooh, great question. Was the necklace in the video? I don't know. Was it? By the way, Love in the Madness, you asked how many mirrors did y'all break during the filming of this video? Okay, let me just walk you through a little brief history of mirrors and me. Some of you may remember a song called Yesterday's Song. The video had a lot of mirrors. And we did break mirrors on that video. I'm not superstitious, but I have been counting down to the end of my 7 years of bad luck. And I'm just hoping maybe 2023 is, actually the end of, not that I have had 7 years of bad luck, but we were very cautious with these mirrors. Let's just say that. I've actually found a company that makes mirrors that are, you can't break them. If that tells you anything. You live, you learn. Any plans to bring back For the Love of Music? That's an interesting question. I don't know. I love documentaries and documentarian type content. I think that's just how I have learned so much about the artists that I follow. And it kind of helps me feel like I'm understanding their music more because I understand them more, etc. If you can collaborate with any artist, who would it be? Hi, Blue Eyes. Thank you for the happy release day. Collaborate with Blue Eyes. Let's start there. Can you make a request if you're at the show? Yes, anyone can if they're at the show. Yeah, you totally can. I'll fly from Alaska if you play jambalaya. How about we just come to Alaska? We got to play in Alaska this summer, and it was gorgeous. It was stunning. We got to fly. I got to do a little bit of flying. I'm a student pilot, so that was really nice. Well, I was a student pilot. It's complicated. We're a little busy finishing a record now, so let's say UK shows soon. God, I hope so, man. I'm so excited to get back and play some shows out there. Forrest, the music video shot in just outside of Lake Isabella. Yeah. What did the digital full-length Red Sky album release? Wait, no, it did no. We haven't released the full-length Red Sky yet. And there'll be more singles, so. And the process of writing my story. Oh, thank you so much for saying that, Haley. I'm excited that you're writing a book about your story. That's amazing. I can't wait to read that, check that out. Is there a method to the order of songs on Red Sky release? That's a great question. There is. It's not necessarily the same as the method behind the track listing, but there is a method. Just kind of introducing everybody to the different personalities on the record, I think, is kind of the dream right now, because there's so much new stuff on this album that I've never done before. So I just want everybody to hear it kind of like in little bits at a time. So that's been really fun. Katie said Red Sky documentary, ? I remember the quarantine vlogs. Yeah, I know. And I think this is what I'm reading is like 18 minutes behind. So collab with Jesse. Yeah, we've been talking about it for 3 years now. So let's see. Plan on coming to Canada? I hope so. Yeah, soon.
How you guys doing? Do you know where they're?
Let's see. We're setting up for the show, so there's a lot going on out here. Can you get someone out of work asking for a friend? Great, asking for a friend. I'm sure. Yeah, you can blame it on me. You know, I'm kind of used to that. What was your favorite part about the music video? Okay, my favorite part about the music. Can I tell you about this? So I rented a camper van to get to the location and to have at the location, and it was kind of like my little dressing room, if you will. But it also kind of gave me an excuse to go on a little trip that weekend, which was super fun. So it was a kind of a combination work-fun trip, which I think at that point in the process I really needed like a little break. So that was nice. How many songs are on Red Sky? Well, I've been told too many by several people. So it's gone from 20 to 10 to 12 to 15 to 25. When I feel rebellious, I'm like, no, it's going to have 30 songs, and then I go back to 12, and then I go back to 15. I like 15. I really like 15. I did 16 on the last album. I like how it lays out on a vinyl. I also like 15 for the sake of telling a story. I like 12 because it's a hero's journey, but I like 15 because it's an extension of the hero's journey. It's complicated. I'll explain later. So, are Cole and Ella dressing up for Halloween? I'll take your recommendations. I have no ideas for them right now, but I would love to take your recommendations. Just so you get to know me, if they dress up, that I probably won't dress up for Halloween. I'll be their chaperone, their parental guidance. That's a great question, Cora. Does your singing voice still go through changes as you write music? Yeah, for sure. I think there's so many points on this record, so many different styles on this record that I got to explore different parts of my voice, versions of my voice, and it was nice. It was nice to. Yeah, it was nice to just like hear different versions of my singing voice that I've never heard before. It's weird how that works. It's so weird, but yeah. Rachel, I love that. What questions do you want to answer? You get it. What questions do I want to answer? No, my dogs aren't with me. I wish they were. Oh my God, I miss them so much when I'm away. I got so spoiled over the last few years. Working in the studio, having them around all the time is really nice. Are you releasing any new music? Yes, I'm glad you asked. Today, there's a song called Friend. Just came out. Check out the video. That's why we're here. I think I think I'm going to have to report to Soundcheck in a second. But if there was a question that I wanted to answer, honestly, I think my favorite part about this release is the sheet music and you guys playing music. So please keep doing the your versions of it, your covers or your interpretations of the music. And I want to piece something together. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but I want to do something with it. So just keep sending them in. To unreleased songs album. That's a great idea. It'll be a minute though. Is there a chance of a 10-minute song on Red Sky? Probably by the end of this, you know. I think, yeah, I'll probably end up doing that at some point. I think it's fun. I like long versions of songs. Guys, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being patient with my awkward self trying to read and talk at the same time. I'm going to go attempt playing and singing at the same time. If you're coming to the show this weekend, I can't wait to see you. If you're coming to the acoustic show, text me. Let me know what you want to hear. And yeah, I'm just excited to have this song out in the world. Tell your friends about it. And enjoy the saddest song on Red Sky. Or is it?